We are going hands-on with near 60 cases and screen protectors for the iPhone 11 from over 30 different companies. What is up, everyone? It is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and we've got our iPhone 11. Now, the iPhone 11 is an amazing phone, but a lot of people still love to use a case or a screen protector with it. There are various reasons, from protection to just wanting something more stylistic that separates you out from everyone else who happens to own an iPhone 11. So whether you just bought yourself a brand new iPhone 11, whether you got one as a gift around the holidays, or if you're getting one for a gift for someone else, we're going to walk you through over 30 brands worth of cases, around 60 or so in total, hopefully giving you some good ideas on what you want to pick up for yours or someone else's iPhone 11. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing with the first one from Mujo. We've long been fans of Mujo, and there are two distinct designs that they put out. There is the solid back option, which we don't have, and then we have the one with the card slot. Inside there's a soft microfiber lining, and the outside is covered in a very nice leather. There are a few different colors that we are very fond of this really nice blue color. And what's different from this from a lot of the other cases out there is it's actually slanted down the side instead of a straight slot across the back. So I kind of like the way they've done the card slot on this. It just looks a little bit better and a little bit different in my opinion. They're leather coverings over all the buttons, which is going to prevent any debris getting in there more so than other cases. Otherwise, this is just a really great looking iPhone leather case that keeps things slim, and we kind of lean towards it a little bit more than Apple's. Then we have Guardz. Guardz has two different cases for us here to check out. Specifically, we're looking at here the Ace Pro. Has a great grip along the sides, uses unequal impact material for up to 10 feet of drop protection. Then we have the Accent Wallet, which is made of genuine leather and has a really nice pattern on the inside. Also has what they call tri-core protection, so there are different layers. There's the leather, there's the shell, and there's that impact material on the inside that's going to give you a lot of protection. We have obviously those metal accented buttons along the side, a removable lanyard there along the bottom, and the card slot on the back, allowing you to keep some of your cash or cards with you, negating the need for a wallet more often than not. Next, we've got Tech 21. Talk about a unique iPhone case. This is actually the Evo wallet, and it is made from 30% of plant-based materials, which is really neat and more sustainable than other plastic-based wallets. Of course, there's still plastic in this shell, but it is going towards being more sustainable. It is a folio-type wallet. You can see there's card slots on the inside there to add some additional storage, bring some cards or cash with you. It magnetically closes so it does not come open unnecessarily as you're moving about. It is made from leather there on the outside. It can be propped up into a little stand, perfect for watching Netflix or Apple TV Plus while on the go. Best of all, it has up to 12 feet of drop protection. Following Tech 21, we have Element Case. This is a new line that they have for the iPhone 11, which is called the Rail. It is a new innovative bumper design. It has a contrasting color down the one side. There are a few different ones available. They have these fast tap buttons, which are all independent buttons that are sitting in there, so they actually are extremely responsive when you're pressing them, just like they would be pressing on the actual sides of the phone itself. Covers everything, though it has extra protective corners to help absorb drops should that ever happen. Of course, it leaves the front and the back of the phone exposed, though there are edges around there so that when you have it set on a table or it should experience a fall, there's some protection from the screen and that back glass. Alto has made its way onto our iPhones more times than I can count, and the updated version for the iPhone 11 looks great. We have a very subtle design here with a gray cement colored body and that kind of peach color at the bottom. They are made out of full grain aniline dyed leather and look fantastic. They do leave some opening on the side, but we kind of like that style. It's not too protective, it's kind of minimalistic, but still adds good drop protection to your phone while keeping that thin shell design. Made of full grain aniline dyed Italian leather for an amazing look. Next, we have Casetify. What is really neat about Casetify is they have really solid cases and good designs, but you can also customize their own. In some of our other videos for the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, you can see some of their other cases that have explicit names written down the side. They are very neat, and even their thin shell design like this, which has those reinforced corners for added drop protection, look pretty cool. But we also have really fun designs like this one that has almost like a mirror finish. It's colorful and bright. It's got those clouds on there. It's a really neat effect, and it's kind of semi-transparent, so you can still see your phone through the back of the case. If you're looking for something a little bit unique or want to customize, check out Casetify because they offer a much better quality than some of the other cheap ones we've seen out there. Here we have the Contour case from Mouse. Mouse has amazing case for the iPhones. This is one of the really nice ones, very subtle mark on the bottom with just the logo. Otherwise, the back is covered in that really bright, vivid red leather. There are a few other colors available. They all look amazing. On the inside, not only do we have that microfiber lining, but we have dual SIM support. You have support for 2 different SIM cards and a removable tool that you can keep on the inside of the phone case and then swap them out. So any international travels may really appreciate having that kind of stored here on their phone. It has really great drop protection thanks to that aerolite material, and overall it's just a very well designed case. It feels very sturdy and solid and kind of all custom instead of just something off the shelf and slapping a logo on it. Spigen is up next in our lineup. Spigen has a ton of cases, but we are taking a look at only 3 of them here in this video. This is the Tough Armor case. It is probably the most protective of all the 3 that we're looking at. You can see all the absorption material on the inside. You can still see the Apple logo through the back of the phone, and of course it has that kickstand built in. If you like that kickstand idea but want a different kind of form factor, you can check out the Ultra Hybrid S, which is a clear kind of shell case, but on the bottom has a little magnetic pop-out stand. These stands are really amazing, and they're very useful to have if you watch a lot of stuff on your phone. You want to be able to prop them up sometimes. It's kind of nice to have that thing just kind of stowed away on the back of your phone. Then finally we have the Neo Hybrid case, which is made from a few different materials, has a really nice soft grippy back, solid down the sides, and still some good drop protection with just a little bit more of a handsome design. Nomad. We featured Nomad stuff many times. They just released some brand new Apple Watch straps that you'll see soon, but this is their normal rugged case, just updated for the new iPhones. Made out of genuine Horween leather from the Horween Tannery in Chicago. They look great. They have that TPU material around the sides. They do wrap around the front a little bit, adding some screen protection if it's face down, and just nice leather along the back that really ages well the more that you use it. Now with leather cases, they do tend to not go well with water, which is why this year with the iPhone 11 line, Nomad has introduced a new active rugged case that is actually water resistant but still made out of leather. So definitely check that out if it's something that you're interested in. Speck. Speck is seen all the time. It's kind of a very iconic case. Usually you see the Presidio grip, which is the one that shows up in TV shows and movies all the time. But in this case, we're looking just their standard case. So it has just grippy down the sides, very solid back. It's a clear case, guaranteed for life to never yellow or anything like that. And what is nice with all the new Speck cases, they're actually covered with a new antimicrobial coating to help keep germs off of them. Following, we have Gear 4. This handsome guy is the Eco Oxford, a folio style case for iPhone 11. You can see the grill there on the front is actually covered, so it's not just an open hole that lets debris through. It'll actually help protect the earpiece on your phone. On the inside, we have the 2 arcs for our credit card slots, and with that bottle icon, you can see this case is actually made largely from recycled plastics, so that's why it gets that Eco designation. Of course, it can be propped up into a little stand, and it can securely close when it's not being in use. And we really like that linen or that fabric finish around the outside. And it has 13 feet of drop protection, the same as that Hampton case we also just saw. Now we've got Nimble. Nimble is another eco-friendly case. The entire case, including the microfiber lining, the plastic shell, and the fabric on the outside, is all made from recycled bottles. It is a very well done, and we have new colors this time for the iPhone 11, and we have a new design that integrates that card slot onto the back. So we have a wallet design and new colors for the standard finish. Always been a favorite since they launched just last year. Following is a pair of cases from UAG, or Urban Armor Gear. This is their standard Modern Protection Plyo series. It is a very lightweight case with air cushion corners and impact resistant sides. It's a lot of grip, and that frosted back is kind of cool because it allows you to see the logo in the center, kind of dissipates through the edges. So it's kind of almost like a vignette for the back of your iPhone logo. It looks pretty neat on there, especially depending on the color that you've got rocking underneath. Like many of the cases that we're looking at, it meets the military drop test standards. Now, aside from this case, we also just got a brand new case from UAG, which is their civilian case. This one definitely caught our eye. It has a really unique look to it. We love the inside. We love the contrasting orange color around the outside. Now, this is just the black one, but they also have a really neat blue color, like a steel blue, that we were also huge fans of. Grip to You. This is their boost case, I believe, and it has a few cool enhancements into the back of a standard shell case. So first is the actual grip. Instead of using like a pop socket or something like that that sticks largely off the back of your phone, you can use the new silicone grip. It's really easy to get in there, it's very comfortable, and holds on like crazy. You don't have to think about it at all. There's much more grip in this than there is something like a pop socket, which is just sticky to the back of your phone. On top of that, you also have a kickstand built in, so you have both of those features into the back of your phone. I will say that the shell itself doesn't feel super strong. There's not a lot of added bumper protection on the inside, but as far as features go, it's really appealing case. So if you like the idea of having to be able to use something like this rather than a pop socket, and you like the kickstand idea at the same time, then this is definitely something to consider when you're shopping for that new iPhone case. Burkley has amazing wallet folio cases. I know we said the word amazing 1,000 times, but there's no way to describe these cases any other way. We love the feel of the leather that Burkley uses. It's absolutely fantastic. The case itself is closed via a magnet, so if you don't mind having it closed the entire time, that is probably good because this thing has a honkin' wallet on the inside. As you can see, we have more leather. The inside of the case is lined with leather rather than microfiber. On the left hand side, we have those card slots, but if you look further, it actually opens again. We have a whole inside pocket on that side and a bunch more card slots and an ID pocket. And to make everything even better, the case itself is removable. It just pops out with another leather coating on the back of the shell case. So you can rock the shell case every day when you want to. When you need your wallet, put it in here, bring it all with you. Otherwise, leave it at home, leave it on your desk, whatever you need. So if you don't need your wallet, take the case. Otherwise, grab the whole bundle together. It's an amazing little package. Then we've got Casemate. Casemate has been around for a while. Very poppy, bright, colorful, unique cases. We have two of their new ones here with us today, which have these glossy glitter covers on the back. We have accented chrome buttons along the sides with clear sides going around the actual sides of the phone, and then those bright, colorful glitter backs. There are two different versions. You can see we're looking at kind of like the silver one here, and there's a few other color options you can go with. We also have their Tough Neon, which, like it sounds, is a tough neon case. They're purple sides with that kind of reddish pink back to this, so it has two different colors to it, but it's not a pliable case. It is very solid. Then we got Totally. Totally is what you're looking for when you want a super thin shell case. It's more of a skin really than an actual case for your phone. It is absurdly light. As you can see here, we're just tossing this thing around. It is as thin as you can pretty much get for your phone. So it's not going to really protect you from drops all that much, but it is going to help protect you against scratches or anything like that. Plus, it gives a great look to your phone. We love this matte black look here. And if you're going with the iPhone 11, you don't have that matte black on the iPhone 11 Pro or Pro Max. Definitely something to look at. Then we've got screen protector coming in from Invisible Shield. You likely want to protect the screen on your phone. Even though it's very strong, it's still something that you may want to do. So there are 4 different ones from Invisible Shield, starting off with the anti-glare, which has a matte finish on top of the glare. Then there's Glass Elite Privacy, which actually blocks the screen when you're looking at it from angles, so only you can see what is actually on your phone screen. If you want to shun all those fancy features and just go with a basic great screen protector, then look at Glass Elite from Invisible Shield. It kind of gets rid of those other features and just a normal screen protector for the phone. And then finally we have the Glass Elite with Vision Guard, which helps block out some of that blue light. Should make it easier to help you get to bed and protect your eyes from the harmful blue light that's coming out of our phone screens day in and day out. So if you're looking for kind of a screen protector just either for protection or those unique features, Invisible Guard has you covered. 12 South has updated their popular book for the new iPhone 11, and it looks great. They of course have an all new spine design. They have to have a different spine design on every single book that they put out. It's kind of one of their trademarks. On the inside we have many different card slots there, including an ID pocket at the bottom and a cash or business card slot behind that. It can be propped up so you can use it as a stand, but like we saw with the Burkley case, the iPhone is actually completely removable with a leather shell case on its own. So again, I love this idea, being able just to take your phone with you when you need it, walk around your house, just take your phone. Don't get burdened with the case. But if you leave the house, throw the case on with you. Take your wallet with you. You don't need the wallet around the house or walking around the office. So I love having that 2-in-1 design. Pitaka, we have 2 different cases, though they look on camera very similar to one another. We have the Air case and the Mag case. Both are made out of aramid fibers, which is just a really lightweight and strong material, kind of like carbon fiber or something like that. So these are extremely light and thin and rigid cases, which is really weird. So looking at the ultra thin one, the Air case, you can see this is here. It's a little bit more flexible. There's some bend to it. It's a very thin shell, but it's a lot more protective than that from Totally. Then we have the Mag case, which actually builds in magnets into the back of this, so you can still use it with wireless charging, but you can use it with a magnetic mount from Pitaka. So they have car mounts, they have desk mounts, so it's really easy just to slap it on there and start charging with this case. No putting shims in there. Adds protection around the camera lenses and around everything. These are so cool cases. We love these. I have a lot of people who are obsessed with these cases. They have a great premium soft touch finish to the outside and are absurdly strong cases. Toro, another wallet case, but this time pulling out the red. You can see that really nice cutout in that bottom right hand corner of the Toro logo, that bull's head. Along the back you can see the cutout for the cameras, and again we have really bright colors here, something you don't see a lot. You see a lot of the browns and the blacks, but you don't see the colors all that often. Alto does a good job with it with their shell cases, and looking here at the folio cases, Toro definitely has a neat thing going for it. It looks very kind of Italian, very premium, handsome looking case. Moment is known for their outstanding iPhone lenses, but if you aren't picking up their lenses, you don't need a Moment actually case. But if you like that look, you can go with the Moment Bio case. This case is actually completely compostable. When you're done with it, put it into a compost bin, and within a year it will turn into dirt. It also has a really great look to it, and they are absurdly cheap. So these are amazing cases, but I also want to let you know that the new cases are available now that have the mounting system for the Moment lenses. So if you have the Moment lenses and you have an iPhone or getting an iPhone, definitely pick up their new case with that mounting mechanism so you can use those great lenses with your phone. Moshi is following here in our lineup. We're going to talk about their screen protector first, which is their Ion Glass Privacy. There's a lot of basic screen protectors out there, so it's nice to see one that is a privacy one, just like we saw with Invisible Shield. They do a good job kind of curving around the edges and making it look invisible with that black line around the edge. This is their Ultra case. On the back is a non-slip pattern. It's actually kind of printed on there, it's raised, and it looks very nice. There's also that detachable wrist strap, which makes it even more convenient. This is going to be a great photo taking case because you can hold on to the back of the phone, the sides, and use that wrist strap all at the same time. On the inside you can see these two removable pieces. That's actually for their Snap 2 system, which works with any of their mounting stuff. So really nice to be able to see that you have an option to use those magnetic things without having to shove a shim in the back of your phone. Much better design there, and of course it meets military drop test standards. Then we have the eye glaze, which is a really unique looking one. It almost looks, it's definitely metal looking. It's not metal, but it looks like metal. Has a really nice feel to the outside and doesn't show fingerprints very easily at all. This is a really cool looking case. We have not seen many that are like this. Then finally we have their Vitros case, which is a very thin, very simple case. It's flexible, it's completely clear, and it's going to be a good alternative to Apple's. I'd prefer this over Apple's pretty much any day. Then we have the Rhino Shield cases. There are 3 different ones we're going to check out, and a screen protector. Their screen protectors are really nice. They're very easy to put on, super simple, don't want anything fancy, but it's still a solid screen protector. Or if you're picking up any of the other cases, might as well chuck one of these things in at the same time because they've worked very well for me in the past. Then we have their solid suit cases. We're looking at 2 different finishes. There's the carbon fiber like finish. These have matte sides that are very grippy, and then that carbon fiber look to the back. Then there's a matte finish version of the same thing. So it's literally just a matte black back. It feels kind of like a soft touch to it. It's a cool case. Then we have their Mod NX system. This is kind of what Rhino Shield is known for. Basically, this thing is completely modular. So you have the actual bumper itself, then you have that rim. The rim could be a different color, pick up a different color if you want, or if you want to add different protection, you can add a backplate. You can add a colored backplate or a clear backplate so you can still see your phone. And then even the bumpers or the buttons can even be changed out for different colors. So a completely modular case can go from a full case to a shell case to a bumper, whatever you want. iPulse, another wallet style case here, a folio style case, has the iPulse logo along the back, kind of a glossy leather feel to it inside of the card slots. You can talk on this while the case is closed. It can be propped up into a nice little stand. We don't love the kind of the silicone rubber molding that goes around the iPhone itself, but otherwise it's a very solid case. Another great option that's a little bit cheaper if you're looking for a genuine leather folio style wallet case for your iPhone 11. Otterbox, you've seen their cases everywhere. They are everywhere, and they're some of the coolest cases out there. I know a lot of people love their Otterbox cases, but in this case, we are taking a look at their screen protector. Nothing really that fancy about it, but they do have a great edge-to-edge system. It literally goes edge-to-edge. This is the Amplify case, literally using Corning glass. It is a very, very well-made screen protector. Then we have X-doria. We have 2 different cases. We have their Shield and their Clear cases. This is their Shield case. You can see what makes it the Defense Shield case different is it has the clear back on there, which I love. I love seeing the logo and the color of your iPhone come through, but it also has a metal bumper on the outside. So it's a little bit more premium because it's that anodized metal. The metal comes in a few different colors. There's a really neat rainbow looking one. They're very cool. And then we finally have the clear version of it, which has clear around the sides and it's more plastic. So this is a little bit cheaper, a little bit more low-end version of it, but both of these are really cool looking cases. I, again, love having that clear back. It gives you that drop protection, protects the back of your phone, but you can still see the color and the cool iPhone that you picked out. The Griffin Survivor cases, 2 different ones to take a peek at. This here is the Survivor Strong case. It has 10 feet of drop protection, co-mold protective design. It's very slim and of course works with wireless charging. I really like that matte black again, but this is a little bit stronger, though it has a very similar form fashion to it. This is their Endurance case and adds an extra foot of drop protection. Holding them side by side, it feels a little bit thicker, a little bit more rigid because it gives you a little bit more protection there. It's still very thin though. It's one of the thinnest ones that we've seen that can give you up to 11 feet of drop protection, which is higher than most people are going to be holding their phones. Incipio, 3 different ones here, again from Incipio. Their NGP Pure case, which is their slimmest one, has 5 feet of drop protection, completely flexible, really good option for a clear case. Then, if we step things up a little bit, add a little bit more drop protection, actually double the drop protection, we have the Dual Pro. So this is a dual material design. It has a shell and then an impact resistant material in there. This gives you 10 feet of drop protection. And I'm going to say it, I love this blue color. It looks really amazing. Kind of goes to black at different angles, very metallic-y. It feels very nice, kind of soft touch. Digging that Dual Pro case here from Incipio. Then finally we have their Aerolite case. It's extremely light, very shockingly light, but it adds the most drop protection. There's these ridges on the inside going up to 11 feet of drop protection here. And because it has kind of a frosted look to it, you're still going to see a little bit of the color from your phone shine through. Smartish. We have 3 cases from Smartish to check out here, though there are plenty others in their massive lineup. This is their Wallet Slayer Volume 1 case, so it's kind of an all-in-one design. You can see it's a little bit thick. It's not terrible, but it's a little bit thick. It can hold 3 cards there in the back, all kind of made from one TPU type material for good drop protection. Then we have an upgraded version, which is their Volume 2. It actually adds a fabric material in the back. It's a little bit slimmer. You can still hold 3 cards in there. I like this design a little bit better. It's kind of a little bit more seamless, looks a little bit better, and keeps things a little bit slimmer. So I kind of like the Volume 2 of the Wallet Slayer designs, but they do add grips around the edges, which is also very handy to have. Finally, we have their Kung Fu grip, which is kind of that same grip along the edges, but without the wallet stuff on the back. Just matte simple finish along the back, and some wavy, bumpy sides that just give you a good grip on your phone, which is probably the most important thing. If you don't drop it at all, you don't have to worry about the drop protection on the cases. So the fact that it can keep things slim and give you that drop protection is very warranted. Sonics. We have 2 cases from Sonics to look at. These are both of their clear coat cases, and they have this kind of glittery material along the back. There are frosted sides and then the glitter on the back. This is the gold glitter. You can see it's a little bit opaque. You can see the Apple logo coming through just a tiny bit. Then we have this, like, looks a little bit like a rose gold. They call it copper, but again, just a glitter design that's a little bit opaque and you can see through to your phone. Bondur. So it's kind of like the same company as Sonics, but this is their more masculine looking line. Has their clear coat on the finish on the outside, very glossy black. It does show fingerprints a little bit, but not as much as I thought it would. Then the sides have that frosted black matte finish going around. Adds good drop protection as well as good grip on the phone. Okay, so wow, that is it. I am exhausted. We are above 20 minutes. We have over, I think it's 59 cases and screen protectors here from over 30 different brands. All of these are linked down below in the description and in the accompanying article down below. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you have other cases that you like that we didn't feature? Let me know down below in the comments or on Twitter at Andrew_OSU, and grab your favorite case at the links below. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow Apple Insider on all social media channels. If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider price guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.